Hello, and welcome to another video devotional for Farmersville United Methodist Church. I am Pastor Henry. My dear friends, a couple of weeks ago, as we celebrated Pentecost, we said that the Spirit is a sending Spirit. And last week, as we celebrated Trinity Sunday, we heard this great commission from Jesus Christ to make disciples to the world. And so, my dear friends, this week, we're going to be talking about the call. Now, as I mentioned, the mission of the United Methodist Church is to make disciples of Jesus Christ for the transformation of the world. Now, this won't happen by accident. We don't fall into discipleship. It does require an effort, an intention, and a disciple making plan. So, this week, as we explore a new series, I'm going to invite you to reflect on the joy and the struggle of following Jesus as we live out our faith in this confused and confusing world. This Sunday, the sermon is going to be called The Weight of the Call. And as we know, a disciple is a follower. But in order that to happen, there must be someone to follow and someone that wants followers. So considering that in the gospel account, Jesus says, follow me more often than he said, believe in me. So we have to be confident that there is a call to follow lay upon anyone and everyone who seeks to draw closer to Christ. It could even be argued that the whole of the life of faith is wrestling with that call to follow him. Believe me, I've been there. Friends, for this week, we're going to be touching on Matthew chapter 9, verses 9 to 13, and verses 18 to 26. And in those verses, if you had a chance to read them, Jesus saw a man called Matthew sitting on a tax collector office. Now let's talk about a little bit about that. Since Capernaum is located on a major highway, Matthew might be serving as a custom agent, collecting duties on goods in transit. He doesn't ask to follow Jesus, nor does he repent or ask for forgiveness. So Jesus' call to Matthew is as shocking as his early claim to forgive sins and demonstrates that God loves and wants to redeem every person. However, the call to Matthew differs from the call to the fisherman because Matthew is a tax collector. Remember, fishing in that time was an honorable profession. Tax collecting, on the other hand, was not. The Romans contract with local people to collect taxes. And those tax collectors sometimes extort excess taxes for personal profit, enriching themselves at the expense of their fellow citizenship. There are those held in great contempt. They're barred from the synagogues and are considered the moral equivalent to robbers and murderers. So, see, my friends, when Jesus says, follow me, and he indeed did. He must have abandoned his lucrative job, knowing that he can never regain it. By doing so, he also cuts himself off from his old network of friends. So, see, to obey Jesus' command, therefore, requires Matthew's absolute commitment. And believe me, my friends, this is a remarkable act of faith. The whole scene changes, and now we are told there is a dinner with friends of Matthew, and the Pharisees are basically calling those friends sinners, and those Pharisees are not happy about it, that Jesus is with them. So they complain to the disciples and not to Jesus, and we know that Jesus has such a great reply for them. So, if you would like to know what that reply was, let's consider what happened next and how Jesus reaches out to the lost at a great personal risk. Actions like this will cost him his life after all, in the hope of saving people who do not seem worth saving. We should be glad for that, right? Otherwise, who could hope to be saved? Well, if you would like that, hey, come join us here at Farmersville United Methodist Church. We are located on 110 West Center Street in Farmersville, Ohio, and we worship every Sunday at 9:30 a.m. Please join us. If not, you can continue worshiping with us on our on-demand service that happens starting every Sunday here through our YouTube channel or our Facebook. Thank you so much. God bless you.